Good morning. There's an article in the BelfastLive news and it's entitled 10 of the most at-risk plants and animals in Northern Ireland. There are currently 481 species on the Northern Ireland priority species list that are rare or are in decline. And I thought you might be interested in this. So we've got red squirrels and we've got tern. I'm not too sure what kind of tern that is. And that's a small blue, I think. What do we see? You can read that all for yourself. The criteria. 10 plants and animals of national importance to Northern Ireland that are currently at risk. So we've got the red squirrel. Haven't seen a red squirrel for decades. You used to see them quite often in Beaver Forest. But the greys have just pushed them out. They are more likely to be seen high up in the trees of coniferous forests and can be found in various National Trust properties such as Florence Court, Colin Glen and Mount Stewart. The curlew. Now, I was surprised when I heard this, that curlews are under a major threat. I see curlews quite often actually. But they aren't nesting in the numbers that they used to. Aye, there's what it says. But over the last 20 years it has rapidly declined as a breeding species. So the birds I'm seeing are old. It is a ground nesting bird, so young can often be targeted by foxes and crows. Magpies. So the main areas for breeding are Lower Lough Erne Islands, and that's managed by the RSPB. The Corncrake, yes, well, we know about that. Used to hear the Corncrakes down by Portadown, a rasping sound, continuous through the night. And no more, gone. I think they're trying to introduce them or encourage them on Rathlin. They are extinct. Rare summer visitor, no longer breeds in the country. It had abundant populations only a generation ago, and their farming methods just wiped them out. And they nest on the ground, which also makes them susceptible to predators such as rats, minks, stoats and cats. The roseate tern, one of Europe's rarest seabirds. That is a small single population in Northern Ireland at Larnlough, County Antrim. There is only one breeding pair remaining in Larnlough following the last count. One of the biggest factors affecting the population is availability of food to raise its chicks, the sand eel. If these are in abundance, the population of roseate terns is likely to be higher. Humans also pose a threat to the birds with unauthorised boat landings in certain areas. This has highlighted the need for vulnerable colonies to be supervised by wardens during the breeding season. The European eel the only eel that is found in freshwater. It is considered to be of commercial importance to Northern Ireland despite international decline. Found in most lowland lakes, in rivers in the country. large commercial fishery at Loch Ness dedicated to cultivation of eels, even though internationally they are critically endangered. Loss of habitat, overfishing. Well, that's a surprise, isn't it? Restriction of migration due to hydropower dams and the increase of predators that were once targeted by humans. Small blue butterfly. It's the Capito minimus. May already be extinct. Only found in one location, or last seen in one location in County Fermanagh. So it has very complex habitat requirements. The fan mussel. The largest bivalve mollusk in Europe, but also one of the rare species in Britain and Ireland. Found off the north coast, but has only been seen in the North Irish waters since 1971, close to Rathlin. Its shells have been found at Port Stewart, Downhill and McGilligan Strands. Main threat is posed by commercial fishing trawlers and dredging, both of which disturb the seabed and destroy fan mussels. And there's a big surprise again. Man is responsible for most of this. Loss of wildlife. Freshwater pearl mussel. One of the largest bivalve mussels living in Northern Ireland. It has only 3 substantial populations left in the Claddagh, Swan-Labar River, the Owen Calloo River and Upper Ballinderry River. One of these sites has recently seen a 45% decline in the shellfish. It cites damage to suitable areas of stream bed, water pollution from fertilisers or slurry, and farmers just, their slurry tanks overflow, and where does it go? And it wipes out things like this. Illegal pearl fishing and climate change. The fen violet, one of the rarest and most endangered plants in Northern Ireland, found in Upper Loch Earn, and the turlocks or vanishing lakes around Far Drum, not been seen since 1992. Small cowwheat. Its decline in County Antrim is thought to be extremely rapid. Agricultural intensification, fertiliser runoff, overgrazing, and the abandonment of grazing. So there you go. So interesting wee article in the BelfastLive news, which I peruse all the time. I thought you might like that.